Hello students, how are you all? So we have the reproduction and endocrine system, that is our chapter 8. So in our previous class we have a discussion of asexual reproduction and that are in hydra by the budding. So now we will discuss the sexual reproduction. So not only the humans as well as the cattle, cat, dog, insects, birds, a number of species have a sexual reproduction. So first of all, to understand the sexual reproduction, the sexual reproduction is a type of reproduction in which two sexes, means a male or a female, when they are involved, so the male sexual unit in organism is known as male gametes or said to be a sperm, while the female sexual unit is termed as female gametes or ovum. Okay, what is the sexual reproduction? When two sexes, means a female or male, when they are involved or when they are meet, so that is the part of sexual reproduction. But the process of this, in which, as you can see in this picture, we have a human sperm, and after that, when human sperm and zygote, when they fertilize to each other, they form a zygote. Means when the human sperm, not only the human sperm, any male, because male contain a sperm, okay, and female contain an egg, that is called the female gamete. And when the male sexual unit, it is known as male gametes or sperm. So when the sperm and egg, when they fuse to each other, they form a zygote. So that are the basic structure of the human sperm. It is a head and tail. Tail is used, the use of tail is that it is a momentary element. It helps to move the sperm here and there. Okay guys, so when the male gametes are generally smaller and more active than female gametes, such organisms are called unisexual. When they have a separate sex organs, so they are said to be a unisexual. Okay, like cockroaches, frogs, fishes, birds, reptiles, and human, they all are the unisexual. In some species, both type of gametes exist in the same individual. So these organisms are called bisexual. Okay, like earthworm and leech. As we earlier discussed about the reproduction in plants, so I have told you that what I have told you that it has the male and female part on the same individual. Okay, so and on that, the species that they contain and that have the separate part of the for the reproduction, this called as a unisexual. Okay, so when the two individuals taking part in sexual reproduction are similar in shape and size, like in malaria parasite, the two individuals are dissimilar. Okay, so we revise again. So what is the sexual reproduction? The sexual reproduction is a type of reproduction in which the two sexes, namely male and female, are involved. Okay, so they have a opposite sex. Okay, when male and female, so when the female part, so their sexual unit is a female gamete or said to be ovum, it is clear now. And the male sexual unit, it is a male gamete or said to be a sperm. Okay, now we will discuss about the fertilization, because fertilization is the very most important part of the sexual reproduction. So in a fertilization, when the sperm means from male partner, that comes from the male partner, and the ovum, that comes from the female partner, fuse together. Whenever they fuse together, a new cell is said to be a zygote. As you can see, that is a zygote. Okay, you have seen here. Let's see, it is a zygote. Okay, so when the sperm and ovum fuse together, a new cell is formed. So the process of fusion of the sperm and ovum is called fertilization of the egg. So the fertilization take place in two different ways, called external fertilization and internal fertilization. So when external fertilization take place outside the body of a male and female individual, they liberate their gametes in water. Okay, for example, fish and frogs. Fish and frog, they liberate their larva, their gametes as in a larva phase. Okay, and when the internal fertilization take place inside the female body, the male discharge gametes inside the female's body. For example, like human, cattle, cat, dog, insect, bird, etc. Okay, and we have a new interesting fact related to this. First of all, we will discuss. Have you heard a number of time about the test tube babies? So what is it? We will discuss. Due to some medical problems, have you heard a number of times in your elders, when some medical problem, some women are unable to bear babies, they can't birth to a infant or a baby child. So in such cases, doctor fertilize the egg outside the body of mother. This is called in vitro fertilization. Okay, and after few weeks, it is placed inside the mother's body, and baby develops and born like a normal baby. So that type of babies born through this technical or techniques are called test tube babies. Okay, let's see, here we have some life cycle of the butterfly. So The individual which are born or hatched from the eggs continue to grow till they become adults. We also grow when we were a infant, means a newborn baby. On that time we doesn't have mind for the thinking or eating or any matter. We don't have, actually we can't do anything. So on the basis of this, the when the individual which are born, anybody when they give they take then they are which they are born, okay, so continue to grow till they become, or we also become adults. So all animals look after their young ones till they are able to look after themselves and reproduce their own kinds for community of life. So this process of growth and development in the cyclic manner to form a life cycle. So as you can see in the butterfly, firstly the butterfly gives the liberate the eggs. Egg is converted into caterpillar, and when the caterpillar, it is converted into pupa, and after some time pupa converted into adult butterfly, and after some time adult butterfly or again liberate the eggs, and eggs converted into caterpillar, and after the caterpillar it is converted into pupa, and pupa from adult butterfly. The life cycle of human you can understand easily. When the infant baby, when we grow to become a child, when we grow more and more, we become an adult, and adults are able to give the birth of child. But in a humans, the female give the birth of a child, okay. So that the life cycles of the butterfly in humans that to understand, okay. So that is the life cycle, and thank you so much guys, and watch the videos and prepare notes with the help of your books and video also. Thank you so much.